I'm welcoming all my viewers now. You can actually be part of the show. You can call in. You can send in text messages. There is a number displayed below your screen TV. So you just do right by calling and by texting and tell us what you feel or what you think is the best way. And on whatever topic or trending videos that we will be treating. Well, first one I'll be taking is something happened recently, and it's a thing that I decided to want to use. Another form of sensitizing and informing the public, especially our female students. You have to be very careful. Of course, just the program we just finished right now, we had a female student who came in and she has been doing fantastically well for herself. But at the same time, some other students tend to fall prey to such things because, you're there to school, but somehow you're kind of distracted. Well, let's watch a video where a guy was actually being interviewed after he committed a serious crime. And of course, listening to the story, you should be able to learn what and what not you shouldn't do. Now let's play the video of awareness video for female students where you need to be careful of who you keep as friends. So let's play that video and I'll be right back to the studio to continue the program. Well, I'm listening to the story and I'm like, this is a young boy, for crying out loud. And the way he's narrating his story, there's no emotion. I can't read any emotion. I feel like, I'm only seeing damage. That's all I'm seeing because I don't know. Let me hear what you have to say first, Abiodun.
Okay. It's a painful one.
Mm-hmm.
It's a painful one. Painful for the girl, for the parents, and of course painful for this guy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure this boy is more than maybe 22, if he's up to that.
Mm.
I don't know. But definitely is a young boy. But for him to have the mind of kidnapping a girl, killing her because you want to use her for rituals, and then on top of that, after you have killed her, you now call the dad to come and pay ransom when you know that the girl is already dead. And that's really terrible.
Oh my God.
But it's a big lesson for everyone. For the girls, for the boys who want to have money at all costs. And then I am not sure that this is the first thing he's doing in his attempt to have money.
Yeah.
Because to get to this point where you have the mind to kill somebody, you must have been trying some things along the way that probably were giving you, some results, and then but you wanted more. You wanted more. So again, like we always say on this platform, parents have a lot of work to do. Who are the parents of this boy? Who are his friends? Were the parents asking questions about the kind of friends this boy was keeping? He went out, came back at a certain time of the night or of the day. Do you ask questions? Where did you go? Where are you coming from? He left home maybe for some days and came back. Did you ask questions? So again, parents have a lot of work to do. And then for the girl, I mean, this is one story too many for girls, who get used in this kind of ways. As a girl, you also need to be very careful. Don't try to copy your friends who are buying all the finest things. You want to trend, you want to buy the latest things. Like, just cut your clothes, as they say, according to your size. Do what you can afford. If you can't afford it, you are in school to learn.
Yeah.
Face your studies. Why do you want to be like your classmates? Some of them, their parents may have the money, and if their parents don't have money, they have other things they are doing. Must you do what they are doing?
What they're doing?
Every evening, one car comes to carry them. They are going for whatever, and then you see them come back with this bag, that dress, and then the thing is, tripping you.
You also want to get.
Girls need to be careful. And then when you are going out with guys, don't lose guard. Ask questions. Be observant. Look for the things that the guy is not saying. Don't just focus on what he's saying. You should be intuitive. And that's, as women, as ladies, as girls, being intuitive is part of your natural gift.
Yeah.
Use it. Observe. Ask him questions. He has money he's spending on you. What does he do? Which work does he do? Where is he getting the money? If he's giving you answers that you are not so sure, you are not comfortable with, move. But again, girls, men don't even care where the money is coming from.
They just want
the money. Spend on them and you are their God. Everyone just needs to be careful.
Everyone needs to be careful. You know, the amazing thing is the fact that the guy said, there are a lot of things I picked from that video. You know, the first thing that struck me was the only pre-plan he had was to have an uncompleted building. The rest was not ordinarily pre-planned. I'm talking about, yes, the parts and everything that he was going to transport. Yes, those were pre-planned. But how he was going to execute it was not really like the time. If you notice, it was what he could see around that he used. So the thing is, does that sound like somebody doing it for the first time? I doubt. But maybe he had tried or something, I don't know. But the first thing he said was he had to take from the drink so that the girl will not suspect. But that is because he has been taking such substances and it doesn't affect him. That is why he feels that there is no lady that would take that and not, you know, feel drowsy and feel weak. Now, you transporting her to the uncompleted building was my question of, where was he? Like, didn't people see? I don't know. Like, didn't nobody see him taking her into an uncompleted? Yeah, there are a lot of things I'm wondering. Like, how did this happen? Now, the part of delivery, he said dispatch. It's the one where he said dispatch. So that brought to my notice that should they really now start checking dispatches or deliveries?
I think what. You know, he said the Baba sent a driver.
Oh, okay.
So maybe it's the use of word that he didn't put
well. Yeah. Okay.
He said the Baba sent a driver. So the driver was supposed to collect, take to the Baba. That's what I understood.
You understood from that. Okay. Well, it's so sad that such a young boy could even say that with no expression. When I mean no expression, there's nothing like remorse, pity, and nothing at all. He's just saying it as though he's saying the story of somebody. It's a third person expressing saying somebody's story of what happened to somebody without feeling any emotions. And look, the way he was looking at everybody, he's not even feeling surprised. I don't know, but this calls for. And again, they said he got the contact of the boy that introduced him from TikTok. Now, because we have a lot of things going on even Facebook, you know, when you watch some videos on Facebook and TikTok is alarming. I don't know. Are we not going to say we should ban TikTok or regulate TikTok? Is that what we're going to say?
You know, the government has been trying to bring some form of regulations to how the internet is used, social media is used in Nigeria. And then there are, of course, people also saying you want to limit people, you want to hinder people from expressing themselves. It's neither here nor there, because again, if government should have that control, we know that primarily the intention of government, you know, they have their reasons. But then if we look at the things that are happening, one might be able to say, okay, maybe they should go ahead and regulate. You understand? So that things like this can be curbed. Excesses like this can be curbed. But you see, when somebody has evil intentions, even if you stop him from doing this, he will always find other means. He will always find other means of getting what they want. Maybe they should. Maybe they should. There should be some form of regulations. There should be some form of
regulations, because the way what you see and hear on TikTok, or people getting from TikTok, you know, they are the good part of TikTok. A lot of things to learn, a lot of businesses to project, but the bad ones are really projecting the bad ones. You see somebody's telling you how to, I don't know, let's just skip that part, because
again, I will bring this back to the doorstep of the
parents. Yes.
If you have a child who is still living under your roof, my personal belief, you should know anything and everything the person is doing online. On the phone. So long as the person is still living under your roof. Be his friend, a friend, contact on all the platforms. I know they say some children will block their parents, but you cannot block me from following you when you are still under my roof.
No way.
It's not possible. It's not possible. I have said it here before. If you are a parent that your children have separate rooms, from time to time,
check on them.
Walk in without knocking. If they have the key to the room, you should have a spare key. When they leave, go inside the room. Just check their wardrobe. What are they hiding? They are still living under your roof. They eat your food.
Right. And again, I feel again, another thing that might be the issue is maybe because most of them, when they get into school, you know, when they finish from school, they don't want to come back home. So they go get an apartment. And, you know, getting your apartment after school, obviously you're still pretty young. So at that point, what do you want to do? You can't.
My child finishes from school and wants to get an apartment. How old is the child? Is she old enough really to get an apartment? Let's say 20, 21.
But if she has the money, maybe she's an entrepreneur that has been doing business and she's making her money and she feels like, okay, this house is not comfortable. I need space and I want to use my house as a space to continue my entrepreneurship while I work.
Visit her from time to time.
Okay.
Visit her without telling her you are coming.
Okay, all right. Visit her without knowing. Not just even her, but him. You have to visit him too without knowing that you're coming.